long and hard whether or not I was going to make this video. I really did. I really didn't know if I was ready to put this information out there. And honestly, I don't know why. Maybe for the fear of criticism, the fear of, you know, I guess quote-unquote exposure, as people would say. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I guess I just came to the realization that I really don't care, man. Like, you know, I made my decision, and I'm gonna live with my decision. Whether it's the right or wrong decision, only time will tell, as it does with all decisions that are made. But when I was sitting in Washington last week, which is crazy that was last week. It seemed like it was just yesterday, but it's just mind-boggling how fast time goes by out here. But whatever. When I was sitting in Washington last week, you know, I had a conversation with myself when I was sitting for those 4.5 days, and between the breakdown and the, you know, load getting pushed back and all that. I asked myself, you know, self, what's up? Do you think that you should go back local? Do you think that you should go back to MBI? You know, maybe we got this wrong. Maybe we miscalculated. Maybe we, you know, we're trying to live a dream, or trying to live somebody else's dream, or I don't know. Maybe this just ain't our lane, being out here on this road. You know what I'm saying? We just living our best lives. Frenchie and Red once so eloquently put it. Eloquently. Well, I be fucking them big words all up. Shout out to them, by the way. Hopefully by the time this video has been uploaded, I've had the conversation with them. I shot them my email to their email, so hopefully I'll touch base with them and get some of that OG trucking information. But anyway, so yeah, man, you know, maybe I'll you know, maybe I shouldn't be out here. And these are, you know, of course, thoughts that just go through your head when you're sitting for a long period of time and don't want to be sitting. It's one thing to do what I just did, which is sit for a 34-hour reset because you're picking up an additional load, which is going to equal more money, and then you're going to deliver it the next day, and then you're going to still have a fresh 70 and get another load. That's one thing. But to sit like I sat in Washington, with not knowing where my next load was going, and you just sitting, those doubts come into your head, you know what I'm saying, and you start questioning this shit. So what I did was I reached back out to MBI, and I just wanted to know, I really wanted to know if basically if I qualified for to be rehired, if I was eligible for rehiring, because, you know, with the exception of Trans Am, I've never really had no company that wouldn't take me back. I mean, I believe Swift would still take me back. Swift was actually one of my options when I decided if I was going to come back, when I decided I was coming back OTR. So I do believe that Swift will take me back. I actually might reach out to him here soon, you know, depending on how this situation continues to go. We'll see. But I called MBI's corporate headquarters, and I talked to HR, and I just said, hey, you know, I drove for you guys 7 years in Chesapeake, and I was just wondering if I would be eligible for rehire. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, what's up? And to my surprise, they told me I wouldn't be eligible for rehire. And I'm just like, what? I mean, I don't understand. I put in a 2-week notice, and you know, and let you guys know I was leaving. You know, what's the issue? And what I forgot was that when I put my 2 weeks notice in, I turned it in that Friday. That next Tuesday, I was on a plane heading to Dallas, Texas, and eventually to Temple, Texas, to pick up this truck. So what happened was I was supposed to work the rest of that week out, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So because I left early, even though I had already given them a 2-week notice telling them that I was leaving, but because I didn't finish out the last week all the way, they put me down as 3 consecutive no call, no shows. I was like, man, if that ain't the biggest crop up, but you know, it is what it is, man. It was just like, damn, all right. Because, you know, I'm big on, even if you leave a situation, not to completely sever. Like, despite what everybody thinks, again, every company that I've left, besides Trans Am and I guess now MBI, I can easily go back to. I can go to Abilene, I can go back to Swift, I can go back to Great Wide. You know what I'm saying? So, for them to tell me that, you know what I'm saying, like, this whole job hopping thing, I've been doing it, but I've been doing it, quote unquote, the right way. At least I thought I was. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you just don't up and say, oh, I don't got no truck abandonments. I don't got no, abandoned load. I don't got none of that bullshit. I just, hey, you know what? This situation ain't working. I'm gone. And letting them, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, like, even with Swift, I left Swift 3 different times and still can go back. So how is it that with Swift, I can go back after leaving 3 separate times, but it's an issue, you know what I'm saying? It's an issue leaving MBI. I mean, I don't know, man, but end of the day, man, it just make me realize, like, you know, it's just, I don't know, man, like, I'm out here now, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I was already pretty much out here, but now it's just like the security blanket that I thought I had of, oh, I can just go back to MBI. That's gone, you know what I mean? So now it's interesting because, I mean, I'm still confident in my ability to find another trucking gig. I'm not saying that, but it's just, I'm just shocked, if I'm being honest.
Continue for a half mile.
Hold on right quick, I'm going through this way station. I really don't like recording while going through a way station, but my hand ain't on the phone and I'm just driving and talking, so whatever. They sent me through anyways. I'm probably about 15,000 pounds in the trailer, so they ain't getting nothing out of me. But anyway, so it's just like, yeah, man, it's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of crazy. You know, it's just, if you a rookie and you watching this, man, be careful. That's all I can tell you. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't have a successful trucking career if you job hop or quote unquote get fired. You know, look at Chasing Andrew Jackson. That boy that got fired 4 times and he's still making more money than damn near all of us. So, making boss moves. So, you know, he younger than me, but I'm looking at him as a motivation. You know what I mean? So, it's just, I'm just trying to find my way. And it's just, I hate that it looks like this in these 2.5 years. It looks bad. I mean, I'm not stupid. I know what it looks like. But at the same time, all I can hope is that 5 years from now, 10 years from now, this just looks like a little rough patch. You know what I'm saying? Like in the big picture, this would just be a very small and insignificant point in my life that everybody goes through. And that's the other thing that kills me with my comment section. I be trying to read all of them. I can't get to all of them because it'd be like 3,000 comments or whatever. But some of the comments be having more views than the damn video. But like, it'd be crazy because y'all act like, I ain't gonna say y'all, people act like they've never made mistakes. Like, I would love to see all these people who are so heavily critical on me. I would love to see what you was doing at 27, 25, 26, 24. God knows I wish if I could time travel. I would, oh my God. Y'all act like y'all stepped out here and just fell into $100,000. That shit is beyond me. Like, everybody is so perfect when they criticizing somebody else. You know what I mean? But whatever, it is what it is. You know, I understand that I put myself out there for the criticism, but I just think that some of y'all are full of shit because you won't talk about your flaws, but you'll be quick to down others' flaws. But it is what it is. That's just the nature of the business that is trucking and YouTube, and how people, you know, everyone's entitled to an opinion no matter how ignorant it may be. But at the end of the day, man, like I said, I'm just trying to figure this shit out, man. I'm just trying to do what's best. I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't feel like local was best anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I ever see me going back local? I have no idea at this point. I have no idea at this point. But I can tell you what, I won't be at MBI. Even though, you know, now Because now I could talk smack about them, but I ain't gonna do it. I could talk about how I felt like they was unorganized and the terminal manager was in over his head because he wasn't nothing but a dispatcher that got upgraded in the heat of the moment because the previous terminal manager got fired because several drivers was complaining about him. I could talk about how that whole union was a scam, that we voted that joint in 4 months ago, and still it ain't no union because they just dragging feet. You know what I'm saying? I could talk about how the equipment is a piece of shit. Everything breaks down. There's not enough mechanics to equal to the level of drivers. I could do that. I could go in on MBI and how that situation is ran. But I'm not going to do that, man. It ain't even no point at this point. At the end of the day, I learned a lot being there. My mechanical skills as far as a truck driver definitely improved. And I appreciate the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But I never was going to be at MBI longer than a year to 2 years. Never. That's not, you know, that's why I don't understand how some of these local drivers out here, man, no disrespect to y'all, I just don't see how y'all gonna do it, man. 5, 10, 15, 20 years of working the same place, making the same ballpark money. Hey, man, respect to all y'all, man. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. It feels too much like a job. I don't know. Maybe it's me and not the company. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know, I need to take that into consideration. Or, you know, I tried to fit into a situation that wasn't best for me. And, you know, I don't know, man. But that's what it is, man. No longer can work for MBI. So scratch that off the list. And we're just going to keep moving forward, man. I'm pretty sure people going to criticize me and talk shit. Hey, man, have at it. Have at it. But, you know, just make sure you like, dislike, comment, and subscribe. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what nobody's saying. Nobody putting their shit out there like I put my shit out there. So y'all can talk all that rah-rah you want to. All these other YouTubers are phonies, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? They don't put themselves out there like that. Because the way I look at it, I put myself out there so that somebody won't make the mistakes that I'm making. I don't mind taking the criticism. I don't mind bleeding on the table. So if you a rookie and you look at my whole career and you look at it like, yo, this is exactly what not to do, cool, I helped you out. But see, everybody want to make it seem like their situation is perfect. Their situation had no flaws, positive. It's all bullshit, man. There's a lot of shit that go on behind closed doors and behind closed cameras that people ain't putting on YouTube, but then come up and try to front like everything always been all good. Nah, man, I'm telling you everything. So when I do finally get to a point that I feel like I'm successful, I can tell you, hey, look, go watch my videos. Go watch that video. I showed you the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. So if you don't like that, don't watch it. But don't knock it, because somebody getting something out of this, whether it's good information. What T.I. say on this last album? What a nigga can show you exactly. Everybody can teach you something, especially somebody who can show you exactly what not to do. It's the same thing, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, either way, if you learn something from this, hey, man, I'm still doing my job as a YouTuber, trucker on YouTube, that guy on YouTube, whatever the fuck. Shout out to Guilty. So, as always, stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God Family Trucking. I'll check y'all next video.